So, as you all wind down at your campsite, having shared the thoughts of the moment and of the days, as the fire dwindles down into its light orange glow, keeping away the darkness, we will continue our tale. Last time, adventuring in jungles of Chult. Our heroes continued their convention at the edge of Shilku Bay, meticulously planning their approach to the pirate-held anchorage. A simple scheme was settled upon as they all realized none of them knew how to commandeer a ship, one that required cooperation from the pirates, forced if need be. The party's initial encounter at the gates of the anchorage was tense, with crossbows trained on them as they navigated through the pirates' suspicions. Melian's quick thinking and a concocted tale of a pursuing curse convinced the wary gatekeeper to consult Mad Khalida, a formidable yet credulous first mate. Khalida was swayed by the promise of a cleansing ritual to stave off a pursuant curse, convinced by Vivacity preying upon pirate superstitions. They were granted entry, albeit under the watchful eyes of the pirate crew. Inside the fortress-like bar Bosco's Bilge, Vivacity gave a performance reaching a crescendo as she explained in horrible detail how all of those whom Mad Khalida and her crew had slain at sea were beginning to rise up and laying waste upon those of the land. The living would be lain with a wasting disease, sapping their vitality as the verdant life decayed alongside, and the dead would rise up from the earth. Melian assisted by manipulating the weather to lend credence to their ruse, after which they conducted a theatrical ritual that captivated the pirate audience. Biz rose up to an undulating chant, and the rain ceased by Melian's command at the ritual's completion, convincing Khalida and her crew that the curse had been lifted, an act that drew out the dreaded Captain Elok Jaharwan from his ship. Faced with his crew's newfound zeal and the apparent lifting of a curse, Captain Elok's angry bluster turned to reluctant agreement to the party's terms, though skeptically. He pledged his ship to transport them southward, marking a critical victory for our adventurers. As they set sail, the journey was marked by the sight of an active volcano framing the desolate Shilku, setting a dramatic backdrop to their voyage. Upon landing, their ruse continued to hold as Vivacity pointed out a distant flying creature fortuitous for their use. A red dragon soared westbound towards the Kobold Mountains. Captain Elok became rallied at the sight, calling his crew to their combined cause. It appeared that Vivacity had won the pirates' renown while traveling south, and they were committed to aiding in the dragon's defeat. As they ventured into the dense jungle toward Wormheart Mine, the scent of decay subtly began infiltrating the air upon their break for midday. With each step deeper into the wilds of Chult, the very dangers of the jungle lie concealed beneath the verdant canopy and tangled brush, ready to pounce at the unwary. But their clever deception at Shilku anchorage had brought them valuable allies, setting the stage for the challenges that lay ahead in their quest to uncover the secrets of Omu. And thus brings us to the present moment, where you find yourselves resting around the campsite in a dense jungle of Chult. It's late afternoon, with the air humid and thick with the earthy scent of the rain-soaked undergrowth. As you share travel tales and pass around provisions, a sharp, unsettling smell cuts through the normal odors of the jungle. The unmistakable stench of decay, only now becoming a priority sense. Tension tightens the air as you realize the scent might herald potential danger nearby, hidden under the canopy's deceptive calm. So, with wary eyes and hands readying weapons, you prepare to investigate or defend, knowing well that in Chult, death often heralds more than just a lifeless body. And it is at this time that I ask, as you are stopped here, eating your provisions, as you are going to continue soon on your journey towards the Wormheart Mine, what do you do?
You said the smell is still all around us, right? Just checking. Yeah. I would like. Sorry.
It's been there, but you're only just now, like, since you've kind of been here eating for a while, like it's kind of seeped in, and now you're like, wait a minute, that's like, there's definitely like some decay here. It's kind of one of those things where it's always been present, but you're just now really noticing it.
Right. I'd like to use my Eyes of the Grave to sense undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
All right.
Knocked. As you smell this familiar scent, suddenly you perk up, looking around. All of you who may look at Knocked see his eyes slowly cloud over in a black and gray fog as he looks out, scanning the nearby area. Peering through the trees, you don't see any sign of undead. However, closer to camp, very nearby, only 10, 15 feet away from you, there are bodies that look like they are tangled up in the weeds and the vegetation, almost as if they're being digested by the plant life itself.
Okay. I would like to point towards point my hand towards the vines that wrap around the bodies, and I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame, see if they react to it.
Okay.
And we follow his finger.
So, Knocked. As you point to the area of these tangling vines, and you begin to chant the incantation, summoning the prayer from your deity, a sacred flame to strike down those in front of you. 2 vines erupt from 2 large passes of plant to wrap around Artis and Mr. Bubbles. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
What?
Oh, shit.
Looks like we already had an initiative going at one point.
All right. These 2 masses of plant and vine, growing maws of sticky green ichor dripping from large thorns, looking almost like a maw, erupt from the earth. And Noct, I'm going to target the one in front of you. Go ahead and cast your Sacred Flame.
All right.
You cast your Sacred Flame, but it succeeds on its saving throw. The vines lash out to wrap around Mr. Bubbles and Artis Cimber. And Artis takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage and becomes grappled. And he's going to take 6d6 poison damage at the start of each of his turns.
That hurts.
And Mr. Bubbles was also hit. He takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage and is also grappled, taking the poison damage. And we move into initiative order with Artis Cimber.
Can I raise my hand for a second?
Yeah.
Is my dog able to give Mr. Bubbles or to give the monster disadvantage, or does it need to be closer to the monster? Because it's within 5 feet of Mr. Bubbles, but I don't have to rule out.
So, let's talk about this for a second. So that was basically a surprise round. These creatures have a feature that makes them indistinguishable from normal plants when they don't move. So regardless of your perceptions, I had them get the surprise. So with the surprise condition, I would say you don't get a turn, don't get reactions. Is that ability from the dog is a reaction, correct?
It's a reaction, yeah.
Okay. So I would say...
Okay, if that's how we're playing it, that's cool.
I would say simply just because of the surprise, he doesn't get a reaction. All right, Artis. Oh, why did he take all that?
Wow.
I was about to say, that's a lot of dice.
Because it did it twice, it looks like.
That's weird. Let me look just to make sure. All right, Mr. Bowles, you're back to full because it wasn't your turn yet. All right, so Artis takes 20 points of poison damage from the poison, and he is going to yell out, "Oh, assassin plants! Quickly, put them down!" And he's going to multi-attack, taking out his dagger. He's going to make 3 attacks. First one hits, dealing 6 points of piercing magical damage. Second one is going to hit as well on a 15. 7 points of damage. And the third one hits with a critical. And he deals 11 points of piercing magical damage, taking us to Dragonbait's turn, who runs up with a roar, unsheathing his Holy Avenger. And it rings out when he cuts down on the vines, dealing a hit with 17. 11 points of damage. The second attack hits with a 19. And that deals 11 points of damage as well, taking us to Plant 2.
Jeez.
All right. It is going to cause an area within 30 feet, a 15-foot square, to become entangling vines. Alright, let's get this one. Huge. 15-foot square. Thinking of this wrong. There, 15-foot square like that. Alright, so this plant is going to place the square right here, so that's going to target Artis and Dragonbait. They must make strength saving throws, which Artis fails, becoming restrained by the vines as well. And that takes us to Mr. Bubbles' turn. Why is it rolling twice?
I don't know. But also, am I poisoned or just taking poison damage?
You're taking poison damage.
Okay.
I don't know why that's rolling twice.
Because I have advantage against the
Yep.
poison to conditions, so I was just wondering.
Alright, so that should only be... give you the 23. Alright, so you have 23 points of poison damage reduced to 11. Mr. Bubbles, what do you do?
Alright, so I assume resolute stance. Did they say these are assassin plants, so we don't have to identify them?
You could still identify them. You were told the name, assassin vines, but you don't actually know anything about them.
Okay, I assume that's like a nature.
Yeah.
Is it proficient?
Yeah, we'll say proficient nature.
So not me. Okay. But so resolute stance, I can't be grappled. So
Okay.
I don't know if that would break an existing grapple. But then attack rolls against me have a disadvantage, and I'd also have disadvantage. But since I'm not grappled, then I'm going to move forward. Oh my god. That's the wrong token. There's some overlap there. There we go. I am moving forward. And it's bonus action rage. And then I'm going to reckless attack,
Alright.
which will basically cancel out the disadvantages on the attacks. I don't know why that just can't roll twice, because I didn't actually have a disadvantage applied to me. Darn it.
Okay.
But
Yep,
it should be a 16 and a 17, so does a 22 hit?
Yep, so I put the resolute stance effect on you.
Okay.
A 22 does hit.
Yeah, I forgot to actually hit the effect.
That's all
My
right.
bad.
First time you're using it.
It's true. I have not used it this entire time.
You deal 11 points of slashing magical damage as your great sword swipes into the vine mass, cutting a few of
Alright.
them away.
And then extra attack.
Alright, 12 points of slashing magical damage from the second attack, cutting into this vine. Anything else?
No.
Alright,
Okay,
Noct, you receive initiative. What do you do?
Yes, I would like to. I'd like to bonus action cast. Where's my spell? Yeah, here it is. Bonus action, spiritual weapon. My token's not there anymore. Spiritual weapon token's gone.
I think I might have gotten rid of that specific extension. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I can get that on for you.
I missed my hammer.
Support for it went away, so.
Ah.
Alright,
Yes.
where do you want it?
Opposite of artists. I don't remember if spiritual weapons give flanking, but at any rate, I'll put it there anyways. Yeah, directly opposite of where artist is from the creature.
Ah, it's like flanking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I actually give flanking with spiritual weapon, but hey, it's there. And, well, as part of my action, I'm going to bonk him.
Alright. Critical hit.
Wow.
14 points of force damage as your spiritual weapon crashes into the assassin vine.
And as part of main action, I'd like to fly over here and see if I can break our artist free.
All
Read the
right.
lines. Not sure what kind of check that would require.
That would be a strength check. Strength athletics check.
All right, gauntlets, don't fail me now. It failed me. How dare you?
You reach down to try and pull Artis out of these entangling vines, but they are grasping on in so many areas. It's hard. Just as you pull, they re-grab.
Alright, I'll, Oh, I forgot to mention before I entered the entanglement, I was going to fly 5 feet above. Sorry, I forgot to say that.
That's alright.
Yeah,
You
that'll be
said
my turn.
fly, so I had you up 5 feet.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, Melian, you're up. What do you do? You there, Melian? Can't hear you if you're talking.
Uh-oh.
All right, Dr. O, what do you got?
Hello.
Oh, you're
there we
there.
go.
Okay.
There she is.
I am clicking the same button. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, so I said that I wanted to identify them if I
Okay.
am not already aware of them.
Go ahead and make me a proficient nature check. You do identify these. You know about assassin vines. These are plant creatures. They have blind sight 30 feet, passive perception 10. They do not speak any languages. And you may learn 2 of the following abilities: false appearance, constrict, and entangling vines.
False appearance.
All right, false appearance is a trait. While the assassin vine remains motionless, it is indistinguishable from a normal plant.
Okay, and what were the other 2 again? I'm sorry. It was entangling vines and
Constrict.
constrict. Okay. I would like to know about the constrict.
All right, constrict is a melee weapon attack, +6 to hit, reach 20 feet against 1 creature. On a hit, the target takes 11 bludgeoning damage, and it is grappled, escape DC 14. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained, and it takes 6d6 poison damage at the start of each of its turns. The vine can constrict only 1 target at a time. All right, what do you got, Melian?
Oh gosh. Okay. For some reason, it's only like picking up that I'm talking or like actually considering my push to talk whenever I have Discord as a main screen. But it's okay.
That's gross.
I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
I gotcha.
Okay, so I am going to. Mel is gonna warn everyone to keep their distance, keep away from them, because they can get a lot of damage. I'm gonna make sure that I am keeping 20 feet away from both plants.
Okay.
And can I take an action or a bonus action, or was this one of them?
You still have your action and bonus action. Identifying creatures is free.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's a freebie. Okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my longbow and I'm going to aim at the one that is near Dragon Bait.
Okay. Assassin Vine 2. We are going to put you there because you said you wanted to be far enough away, so we can put you right there.
Yeah, I want to kind of be like,
More than 20 feet away is what you said.
yeah, from each
All
of
right.
them. Yeah.
I have it targeted. Go ahead and make your longbow attack. You hit with a 22. Roll damage. Your arrow, shot from your bow, sinks into the thorny vines, dealing 5 points of slashing damage.
All right, and I am going to, for my bonus action, I want to tell Sir Fluffy to attack the second one, the same one that I attacked.
Okay. So we move on to Sir Fluffy's turn. He receives 6 points of ferocity and is going to move over right next to this thorny mass of vines. He is going to claw at it. Dealing 25, or hitting on a 25.
I was gonna say that's a lot.
That deals 6 points of slashing damage.
Sir Fluffy is better than me at this.
And that takes us to Dr. Off Bay. What do you do?
Woo. So I am considered within range of this thing, right? Because I'm on Mr. Bubbles.
Yep.
All right, I'm going. So Melian could identify it. Can I also identify it?
See if you learn more, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh,
baby.
27. You do
So,
learn
It
more.
was my greatest hope to find out if it has weaknesses or resistances.
All right, so you may learn the final ability, which is Entangling Vines. Entangling Vine is an action. The Assassin Vine can animate normal vines and roots on the ground in a 15-foot square within 30 feet of it. These plants turn the ground in that area into difficult terrain. A creature in that area, when the effect begins, must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling vines and roots. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a DC 13 strength athletics check, freeing itself on a successful check. The effect ends after 1 minute or when the Assassin Vine dies or uses Entangling Vines again. And you do know that its maximum HP is 82. It has resistance to cold and fire damage and no immunities. It has conditional immunities to blinded, deafened, exhaustion, and prone.
To frightened, deafened.
blinded, deafened, exhaustion, and prone.
Blinded, that's it.
Yep, not frightened.
Real quick, Nomad, before I forget, you said that 66 poison was only while grappled, right?
Yep, good catch. So, well,
if you don't mind removing it.
let's see. Your resolute stance.
It's until the start of my next turn, so
Yep.
I can't be grappled.
Yep. Okay, at the start of your turn, you can assume a defensive stance that lasts until this. Okay, so that's kind of my question, because the damage happens at the start of your turn, but also at the start of your turn is when resolute stance is chosen. So it's kind of like which one goes first.
Right, so
I'm
I
gonna
took it
rule
this
in your
last
favor.
time.
So.
Well, I mean, I took it this first time,
Yep.
but I mean, like, I can't be grappled again because I'm in resolute stance.
Yep.
So
But I am going to rule in your
So I'm just
favor, so
gonna-
you actually don't even take
Okay.
that damage.
Oh, okay. I still would have probably taken the bludgeoning, right?
From being hit, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 11 or 12, I think.
I think it was 7 due to
my
the
bad.
damage reduction.
It's 13 before reductions.
Gotcha.
I just found that out. Well, Melly found that one out. And I wrote it down.
There we go. Okay, so that was the 12 points of damage from when you first got hit. Okay. There we go. So you're at 59. All right, Dr. O, what do you got?
Alright, I am going to smack it with my spider staff.
You hit the 22 roll damage.
Man, I could have
8
done better.
points of poison damage.
We roll it back.
The second one hits as well, rolling a 26. Your staff smacks into the massive vines, dealing 10 points of poison and bludgeoning magical damage.
Alright, and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna tell my dog to go attack the other Assassin Vine 2.
Okay.
But to like avoid the vines, so hopefully he goes back around.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And then that is the end of my turn.
All right, your steel defender moves up, avoiding the vines, and is going to rend with a force empowerment onto Assassin Vine 2. Scoring a hit with a 23. As its maw opens, rending into this mass of vines, it turns into a nice little puree of vegetables. As Assassin Vine 2 goes down.
Beautiful. Good work, puppy. Good job.
Bye, vines. Yay, we saved
And-
Artis's life.
Yep, Artis is no longer restrained or grappled. That takes us to Vivacity's turn. You're up, Vivacity.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna see how close am I. Okay, I'm exactly 20 feet away. I'm gonna like not be. I'm gonna like back up like next to Mel a little bit. I would like to use 5 feet of movement to kind of just back up like 5 feet to be with that out of range of its attacks. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to target. Let's see. Resist cold and fire. All right, so no ice damage. That would be a waste. Okay, let's do.
was kind of looking forward to like tanking this one by all like just on our own over here while everyone else dealt with the other one. It was kind of funny.
Oh, where is the other one?
It's dead.
Oh, well. Ripperoni.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast... I'll do... Vicious Mockery.
All right. It fails.
All right.
Vivacity. Oh, go ahead.
Eat shit, you ugly ass plant.
It looks at you and you swear, though you not sure how you can tell because it's a plant, but it's like, what do you mean? Like, of course I eat shit. I'm a plant.
Wow.
And then it goes, wait a minute. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, you deal 3 points of psychic damage to the assassin vine, and it has disadvantage to the next attack it makes.
All right, and while I'm here, I'm going to give a nice little bardic inspiration to Mr. Bubbles.
Ooh.
Aww.
All right, and that's my turn, babe.
All right. The assassin vine is going to turn its attention to Dr. Oafbay, seeing that its vines have easily been broken off from
Sentinel.
Mr. Bubbles. Yep, so it's going to make its attack with disadvantage, and that triggers Mr. Bubbles' Sentinel.
Yep, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration too.
Ooh.
Or do I?
You hit with a 19.
Cool. That was almost a lot more.
10 points of slashing damage as you cut into the assassin vine. And the assassin vine also hits Dr. Oafbay.
How dare they?
I can't remember if shield is something I can know how much I'm attacked for or not before I use it.
Yeah, so that's when I would say,
you get
okay,
hit.
that's why I got into the habit of saying, okay, does a 16 hit?
It would, unless I use shield.
All right, so if you use shield, then it would not hit.
All right, I hit shield.
Okay. Perfect. Well, we are going to fix that as you go back to your full health, and you are not hit.
An Eagle's Splendor apparently was still on. That had to
That's fine. It would have
Yeah.
expired by now.
over 3 days. Yeah.
All
It wasn't
right.
3 days. It was this day.
Artist
Oh, my bad.
Simber goes back to turn order, and he comes running out. No, he's not. He's going to drop his dagger and whip out his longbow. And he is going to target the assassin vine, and in quick succession shoots 3 arrows. The first hits on a 14.
Oh, you better not steal my kill.
Dealing 6 points of piercing damage. The second arrow is a critical miss, taking us to the third attack, where he misses again. Dragonbait
right.
is going to sprint forward, holding his sword above his head, readying for a vicious downcut. And it slashes down with a 25, cutting deep into the assassin vine. And you see this deals 9 points of slashing damage as the second attack is going to hit with a 15. And the plant takes 8 points of slashing damage. Mr. Bubbles, you have initiative. What do you do?
Resolute stance,
Okay.
which I don't think has dropped off yet. So that's all good. Reckless.
You hit on a 21. 11 points of damage. Mr. Bubbles, how you want to do this?
I'm gonna use this crit that I just got and just sever its thinking vine from the rest of the vines.
All right. You see, as you have all been battling these vines, little bit by bit, plants being sheared off, long limbs of vines being cut from the main body mass. Mr. Bubbles gives a final slash, cutting off the last barrier to the central mass. And then he finally swipes viciously, severing the main head from the central mass of vines. And the plant goes limp. Congratulations, you have defeated these assassin vines.
Now the age-old question, can I harvest it?
I was gonna say,
Yes.
now harvest some stuff. Also, one question, would Vicious Mockery work on these if they don't speak any languages?
I'm not going to say no to that.
I mocked them in plant language.
Yep.
I wasn't about to interrupt and stop her. I figured I'd ask afterwards.
Look, I was thinking that too. I was like, are they going to be able to say that? I was like, look, if it comes down to it, I'll just say that I told them their chlorophyll was lacking. That their sunlight gathering capabilities are inefficient. That they're.
I just wanted to double check after the fact, just for my own information.
Yeah, so it's more like the spell takes hold. Like you don't necessarily need to understand the language. The spell of the Vicious Mockery is what captures it.
It's all psychic. The plant knew deep down what it meant.
I don't know what you said, but I know it wasn't good.
I know it was mean.
Yep.
Can't believe you'd be mean to me. Is this a nature check? A nature check?
Yes.
Here, use the candle. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
All right, with a 26, you know that you can get rations in plants from these creatures.
Say rations and plants?
No, so like when you say rations, it could be meat
like
or it could be plants,
vegetables?
like vegetables. Yeah, so you can cut off chunks and then they're nice and nutritious.
All right, easy peasy. 1 and where's my harvester? 2.
All right, you get a total of 19 rations from both of these asses.
Yummy. Thank you.
Man, I would have thought you could get some kind of like poison darts or something.
Yeah, I don't care. Rations, 19. We are at 390, boys.
Poison rations, how about?
They're not poison. I really thought it was going to be resistant to poison. I was very surprised that it was not. All right, we might want to heal Artist. He might just want to heal on his own. I don't know.
Mend him.
I can't mend him, Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah.
Mend me.
Are you
Mr.
injured?
Bubbles is so confused.
Slightly.
You can't be mended anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, you can mend me to let me use a hit die.
Yeah, I thought that was only if we were linked. We're not linked anymore.
No, before you could just
Wait,
mend me.
what?
Now you can mend me to let me use a hit die.
Before I could only mend you because you were a part of my subclass. Now I have a pet dog. I don't think I can mend you anymore.
That is correct.
All right,
I thought
there we go.
Nomad was still letting me use hit die if you did it.
No, he just let you still have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
I gave you an upgrade. You're welcome.
You can take a breather, in which case
While she's
Artist would be able
harvesting.
to. Yeah, Artist would be able to spend one of his hit die.
Yeah, we're already breaking for lunch, right? We
Wow.
just break a little longer.
Yep.
Well, I mean, a breather is 5 minutes. So while you're harvesting,
I can go ahead and slap a quick 3rd level cure wounds on Artis as well.
All right, so
Okay,
he
bring him
spends
up.
1 hit die, gaining 8 health.
And I'll spend a 3rd level cure wounds on him.
All right.
He got roughed up.
yeah, he really got screwed.
It's like he didn't even use.
Ooh, 19
Shield.
points of healing. Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
Don't mention it.
It's a bit different having companions and allies out here in these jungles. Nothing against you, Dragonbait. You've been a loyal companion, but our healing capabilities have certainly been lacking.
It's always best to go into jungles like these with a healer. Never know what kind of dangers might lurk around every corner, every tree.
Yes, certainly. Those damn assassin vines. They always seem to be hiding out in the best areas. Can't tell they're there until they move. That's the most dangerous thing.
Well, can't exactly call them assassin vines if they don't hide well, right?
Quite. Well,
Smartass.
nonetheless, I do thank you, Sir Noct. Shall we move
no,
on?
sir. Just knocked. Thank you.
As you wish.
I'd be like, I was never knighted.
He looks at you with a bit more kind of interest. He says, I must say I am rather unfamiliar with many of the gods and goddesses of the far realms. I've been in Chultz near all my life. Really only pay attention to the teachings of Ubtao, as this was his land and his only. What is your deity, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, not at all. It is the Raven Queen. Have you ever heard of her?
Raven Queen.
Yes. She was a powerful, if you don't know the stories, she was once a powerful elven mage who attempted to stop a war between the elven gods and was banished to the far-flung realms for it.
Oh, aye. What are her teachings?
Certainly. Just give me 1 second to gather my thoughts, and I will tell you.
He's googling.
No, he's opening his Bible.
He's opening his mind
Yeah.
and reaching within.
His third eye.
Why is Dragonbait over by me?
Because he was attacking the plant. He's just looking at you like a smiling, big toothy smile.
I forgot he ran over. I was in my zone attacking the plant. I didn't even notice him.
Yep.
Classic Mr. B.
Right?
Wait, is Sir Fluffy the only knighted one here?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he's a special boy.
He's the most specialist boy.
Do you think you'll let me pet him now? We've known each other a while, right?
Let me see. Oh. Sir Fluffy, come here. So, everyone is just amazed that you are a sir, that you've been knighted. I personally knighted you because I know your royalty. I know you're special. And Dr. O was to make an acquaintance with you.
She'll give a bow.
He sits as regally as he can.
Hi, Sir Fluffy, the greatest of the Fluffy line. May I pet your feathers?
He looks
Groom
at
them,
you
really.
with like, like nose up in the air like royalty, whatever, and then like
Mhm,
turns
mhm.
turns his head to the side like really quickly, and then like closes his eyes, which you definitely get the impression is that he's saying yes. Go ahead.
Okay, and she'll give him like a gentle pet. And she like sparkles. She's excited. She gets to, and then she'll pull out a ration. And she'll like feed it to him. Some of the fresh stuff we killed, not the plants.
Ooh. He laps up the ration hungrily. Seems to like you.
So weird how
That's
often that
adorable.
works with animals. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, we sure did, Mr. Bubbles. We sure did. Yep.
Sir Fluffy
do it.
starts responding by roaring back at Mr. Bubbles.
They'll develop their own language over time.
Yep. He just goes.
I will reach out my good hand. I'll reach out my good hand and try to pet Sir Fluffy. In response to him trying to speak to me.
He sniffs it and kind of like clicks his beak a little bit at it. And then looks at you and goes, okay, fine. Lets you pet him.
And I pat him a few times like a child who doesn't know how to pet a...
All right, Noct, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. So, I will be honest. The Raven Queen doesn't particularly have a religion of sorts, so much as she just has a group of followers dedicated to maintaining her existence by going into the world, gathering memories and particularly strong emotions. And that's kind of her life force. We sustain her, and in return, she grants us immortality. Forever reanimating within her realm, within her castle, and in her kingdom within the Shadow Realm.
That is interesting. Say you gather memories? You
yes.
harvest them, or like, how does that work exactly?
Oh, typically I would gather mementos that held specific import to someone, one or another, trinkets, artifacts. Part of my reason for coming here was to gather some of the ancient relics that reside here that had particular strong ties to the region.
When you start detailing, like you find artifacts and mementos and everything, you see artists kind of seem to shift a little uncomfortably. Please make me a perception check.
I hope I said nothing to offend him.
You're gonna tomb raid.
You notice him fidgeting with a ring on his finger. Kind of actually taking the hand that the ring is on and putting it out of view.
Now, don't mistake me for being another one of those simple grave robbers. I never take unless I feel that the owner would have no qualms with relinquishing the artifact. I would not take without asking first, provided such a request is possible.
All right. Noct, you are given a Twitch advantage by Social Potato from Twitch. And
Thank you.
And Artis responds, of course.
Them owls gotta look out for each other.
Well, if you're looking for mementos or any such artifacts, in the land of Chult, you are sure to find many. Search around any of the old ruins here.
Indeed. Though for the time being, my sole objective is to relinquish the death curse. My queen has made part of her domain within the realms of the dead, and the severe lack of souls traveling to and from has caused a bit of a stir.
Yes, certainly. Well, perhaps we should be back on our way.
Gonna kill that dragon, gonna kill it good.
Like
Right.
the thing that makes Mr. Rebels the happiest. Killing giant monsters, dragons in particular.
I'm gonna drag that guy out of the sky.
Don't let it drag on.
Drag down. I'm gonna drag on that guy down.
Right. All right, so back to the over map provided by Syndra. As we had done last time, you succeeded on successfully traveling that second travel leg for 6 miles, where you found out that you took a little bit of a detour. All right, and I would like someone to roll me a d20.
Can I do it? I rolled the last 20, and I want to roll another 20.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, come on. Aw. It's still solid, you know? Respectable.
So we got...
And see,
There we
even the
go.
wagon gets to participate.
That's why you rolled it as the wagon and not you.
Correct. Wasn't maxed out.
You rolled a 16. I get my thing a little... Excuse me. Situated a little better.
Oh,
All right, as you are traveling along further into the afternoon, at 7 p.m. is when you start your second travel leg. So it's slowly turning darker and darker. At 10 p.m., well under and after dusk,
oh, it got dark.
traveling through the jungle as it has gotten dark and a little bit more dangerous, treacherous, you come to an area where you hear the sounds of something else nearby, a group of creatures. And soon enough, you see a group of 7 humanoids. These humanoids have green scales that help them blend into the foliage of the jungle. They carry
Sound like terrafolk.
spears, shields. All of their weapons and armaments look to be made personally by them. Well crafted from whatever natural resources are nearby. Spiked shields. Their heads carry colorful frills in many different patterns, some going down their back, some stopping at the ridge of the back of their heads. Clawed. You know these to be lizard folk. And at the same time that you spot them, they spot you. What do you do?
Make eye contact and pause.
All right. As you
And
both
then wait.
As both groups make eye contact with each other, you pause, and there is a very heavy tension, thick, like honey. The lizard folk hold out their weapons at you, but they do not attack. They do begin to approach, however, crouching a little bit lower as they come closer, but not rushing. They don't seem aggressive, but they are ready to attack if something should happen.
How far away were they?
Let's say 30 feet, because the jungle would be dense enough, but not super dense.
I was just wondering how much room they had that they were coming closer.
They move within 20 feet.
Dr. Offbay will eye Viv.
They're probably just looking at my glowing eyes in the darkness.
I'm taking a defensive stance. Just like make contact with them. And just looking like I'm ready. If anything, if they get too close.
Okay.
Same. I'm gonna also take a cautious stance. I'm not sure what language do they speak? Do we know?
You don't know. They haven't spoken yet, but you do know that lizard folk have the capacity to speak common. Otherwise, anyone that wishes to may make me a history check.
Ooh, I love making
Okay.
checks.
Yeah, I can do that.
Let me just cast guidance on myself real quick.
My 13 minus 2. History is a great
You
one.
tried, Mr. Bubbles. That's all that matters.
All right, Mr. B, Dr. O, and Melian, you all know that
Oh, I did it.
lizard folk have the capacity to speak any language, but a very common language to lizard folk is Draconic. Same with you, Noct.
Okay. Well, I'm not much of a negotiator, but I guess I'll give it a shot if you wish to converse with them.
I'm like, hey, I was the main character last time. Somebody else do it.
All right.
Half this group has charisma under 10, Viv.
I have low charisma, but I can speak Draconic.
As the lizard folk begin to kind of fan out a little bit, not surrounding you, but just fanning out
I can
to
speak
put like a
Draconic.
front line. They get to within 20 feet and they stop. And one amongst them, looking to be a leader of sorts, steps out in front. And it speaks out in a reptilian voice. In Draconic. For anyone who knows Draconic.
I understand that.
All
I
right.
do too.
Same.
Well, damn, Does Dr. O know?
I don't know.
Okay,
No.
so we're in the blue girls that don't know Draconic party.
We're blue crew.
So this leader steps out and speaks in a reptilian voice. You... What are you doing in our hunting grounds?
Nox going to take a quick step forward and return in Draconic. Greetings, friends. We come in peace. We are merely on the hunt for a fell beast who has made its lair in these areas. We wish safe passage. We can offer whatever amenities you might require.
When you say that you are on the hunt, a number of the lizard folk behind the leader give like snapping jaws and like they shake their heads in a weird way. You get the sense that there is aggravation and a small measure of hostility behind those.
We're stealing their hunting grounds.
Yeah. And the
not.
leader responds, "These are our ancestral hunting grounds. You do not have permission to be here."
Ancestral sounds like they didn't earn them themselves.
Nepo babies.
Exactly.
Apologies. Perhaps hunt was the wrong choice of word. We simply wish to
Stock.
We're heading to Omo. Like, we don't care about these hunting grounds.
We're heading to Omo. We have no real interest in seizing your lands from you. All we ask is for safe passage through.
Just might as well tell them we're gonna kill that dragon while we're at it.
No, I don't know if that's sacred or whatever. We probably shouldn't.
It's a horrible idea. That's why I'm saying to do it. Also, Mr. Bubbles can't speak, so yeah, it's not like I'm doing anything.
Safe passage. And there's this like weird guttural kind of.
Oh no, he's gonna vomit.
You get the sense that it might be laughter.
Oh no. They're
Sounds like
clowning
the dog
us.
was gonna throw up.
Hairball.
Y'all are
Scale ball.
Hey, if they're gonna clown us, we can clown right back.
Vicious mockery right there.
This clown bites back.
You wish for
I have
safe
proven
passage.
I have clowned on my grandmother today, so I can clown anyone.
You wish for safe passage. Perhaps our hunt will be over soon. We have been gone from home for a number of suns. It is time we brought our food back.
I wonder where home is.
And you sense that they are kind of looking at you hungrily now.
I fear that none of us would make a particularly good meal, especially this one. And he kind of clanks on Mr. Bubbles' leg. It's what is this so ominous?
That's me laughing.
It's great.
That's Mr. Bubbles' laugh.
I guess what I promise. Go ahead.
We are extremely powerful. You will find yourselves dead.
I thought we were.
I would rather
fair
not
rations.
kill you today.
I thought we just needed to give him some food.
No, because then they'll know we have lots of food. It's our food. They can go mind their own business.
But they're hungry and they were looking at us.
Yeah, they want to eat us.
That's not going to work out for them, and they know that.
Do they know that? I would like them to take a look at us and realize that doom.
I would like to step forward and growl.
Dr. O, please make me an intimidation check with advantage thanks to help from Mr. Bubbles.
All right.
Yeah.
We got this, and we'll go bad at all.
Well,
Am I doing a translation here?
It really wanted me to have that 12.
They understand, or are we doing a translation here?
All right.
can y'all hear Kaza? Can y'all hear Mel?
Barely.
Yeah, she's really
A
quiet.
little quiet.
Yeah, she asked if they can understand the intimidation, or is Mel translating?
It's a really
'cause
good question.
Dr.
I
O
forgot I
didn't
couldn't
speak.
understand them, but I could tell they look hungry.
Gotcha.
I spoke in common.
So when you speak in common, they don't understand. We'll just retcon say that it was translated.
Okay.
They look at you very
My growl
seriously
didn't need to
at that
translate it.
declaration. And the shaman responds, "The ways of the jungle demand that the strongest survive. But if you do so wish to move through our territory, we demand appeasement. We have been gone from home in search of game. We would like to go back to our valley. If you have any meat that you would give to us as a gift, we will leave you be."
Is that translated to Dr. Alfei?
Yeah, I was about to say. They want meat in exchange for passage.
I mean, that seems fair.
We have a lot of terrafolk meat. We can hand that off.
Yeah.
How many rations do we think we should give them? Like 50? That seems like a lot. They'll be happy with that, right?
How many are there though? Like,
We have 389 right now.
There are 7 lizard folk.
They gotta like come back to their crew, and feed them
right.
too.
Let's ask them how much food are we talking here? Like, how much are they expecting for safe passage? We don't want to lowball them, but at the same time, we don't want to give them more than they're asking for, because we need that food too.
We are hungry, and we must bring some back to the tribe. It does not take long for meat to spoil, though it does not take long for our hungry jaws to consume it. 14 days' worth of rations, I would say, is enough.
About how many would that be?
It's just 14.
Yep.
Okay, so 14 rations. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give them a little extra. Let's give them like 30 and invite them to a droop meal.
Oh, come on.
All right, I'm taking them out of the thing.
We're in our congenial era. Look at us.
We're not just no mercying everything.
Who's a bunch of scammers and charlatans? Not us. Well, at least not in this episode.
Not in this episode.
Are we beginning our pacifist run?
No. We are not.
We only kill big things now.
Mr. Bubbles scratch. He said record scratch. What? No.
Mr. B would be dipping from the party.
I bet you're wondering how I ended up here.
Mr. Bubbles wearing a pink frilly apron helping Droop cook. I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation.
Man, Droop hates me, and I am torn up inside about it.
Help him cook. Maybe then he'll trust you more. Food is the fastest way.
He won't trust me if I don't eat it.
Then eat it.
I think we need to build a mouth into Mr. Bubbles. I call that we make use of that manticore meat that we made. You know, give him a mouth.
I have no mouth and I must eat.
Ugh. I'm so sad about Drew. I thought he and I had been bonding, and then comes to find out he doesn't trust me at all.
Okay. The lizard folk, when you present the rations and you kind of like toss them on the ground, many of the lizard folk actually just like jump on the meat and start tearing into it right away. It is a vicious, brutal, and savage display of this culture of lizard folk. They are definitely a civilization of their own. They're also very savage.
And Noct is watching very intently.
I really. So is Dr. Alfe. Yeah, I study cultures. I study people, like creatures.
Noct a weirdo.
Yeah, but I'm doing the same thing.
It makes sense for you.
Taking notes.
I'm gonna pick up like a little bit of snack and food and give some to Sir Fluffy, and just like wink at him like do as I do, and just like do the same thing as they're doing, just like wolfing down like some snacks, not theirs, my own.
All right. With blood covering his jaw and dripping down from the teeth, the leader turns back to you. We thank you for your offering. Terrafolk is hard to come by, but it is one of our delicacies. It is a good hunt. This meat is powerful. You may pass freely through our hunting grounds, and we will join you at your camp this night.
Who invited
Whoa.
that?
Whoa.
We did. Drew's gonna make a meal, right?
All right.
That's terrific.
Right, for the food, right.
Yeah, Drew's gonna make some food. We'll cook it up Drew style.
There's a person limit for the...
We're not letting them into our bubble.
Well, that's why I was like, the camp. That's why I was like, whoa, for the camp.
Like, whoa, they're not coming in the camp.
Yeah, I was like, I don't trust them that much.
They can be camp adjacent.
Camp adjacent.
Hey, Drew, you want to make a feast?
I'm gonna just move Scooch a little bit closer to our two friends, and just look. I understand you prefer your privacy, but, and I'm saying that in common, but I do not trust them at all. So I think you guys should stay closer with us tonight.
Yes, I think that would be for the best. Is there room in your camp, however?
Is there room in our camp?
Is there like? I mean, if I have to cuddle up with somebody, or share a tent with somebody,
So you've got let's see. You've got the wagon, which all of you could go in as your rooms, and that's how you get the comfortable rest. Leoman's tiny hut is a 10-foot radius hemisphere. So that's 10-foot radius, so like basically 20 feet diameter. But here's the thing, let's see. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. So if you're all inside the fortress where Mr. Bubbles is outside, I'm pretty sure. Mr. Bubbles would count as 1. And then you got Aku, you got Droop, you got Artis, you got Dragonbait, and then Arpharon would probably be inside. Yeah, you'd have enough room. We'll say you have enough. Okay.
You don't want me to move to an activity?
Perfect.
No, I got your token movement lock off so you can move freely.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you canceled my movement.
Okay, so you have successfully navigated this possible encounter, and after completing the rest of your day's travel, at 11 o'clock at night is when you stop. So at midnight is when you can start your rest. And you find a nice campsite that is defendable and comfortable, but it is not hidden. You may improve 1, however.
I say we improve the stealth, camouflage.
That's what
Make it
I went
hidden.
and did it.
I mean, but we have the lizard folk around us, so even if we cover ourselves, they might be seen.
That's the only one to improve. That's the only reason why I suggested it.
Or we could even be even more comfortable. Or I'll just train mobile.
I like to imagine that by improving comfort, we just all suddenly just have feathered beds we can all sleep in.
Goose feather pillows.
Oh,
Yes.
Owlbear feather pillows. The natural ones that shed. The natural one that just collect them.
I don't think I can update the party sheet anymore for like tracking my hours.
Okay.
It might be because of the computer line. I'm on a different one than I usually am. The permissions might be messed up.
Yeah, I can't edit my mobile training.
Okay, no, it's not just me then.
Should be back.
Oh, but I can edit magic item 3.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
What can Aku do again? Aku, tend to the wounded. Okay. Alright, so does everybody have their token on what they want to be doing at camp?
I can't
Yes.
figure out how to get to the token page anymore.
The token page? What do you mean?
You said you have your token on whatever it is. I don't have a token to move. I don't have that screen. I can't figure out how to get to where. There we go.
There we go.
there we go.
Okay, I'm just over here reading.
And
Good
night.
I'm training mobile.
So, 8 hours of travel time. So you get the 8 hours from that, Mr. Bubbles. If you are, so it's midnight now. Do you want to start your long rest right away?
I think we do.
Okay. So then you would be waking up at 8 a.m. on the next travel day. Just gotta get all those rations and water and shit. Let's see. So... Alright, waking up at 8 a.m., breaking camp and everything. During the night, you know, the lizard folk are kind of like sharing their meal with you, whatever. They look disgusted at the meat being put on the fire by Droop. Seems like they like raw stuff. But nonetheless, you know, they spend the night in the camp a little bit off away. I would like one of you to roll me a d20, please.
I'll take this one. Sure.
I figured out where my mobile box was. It was behind the party sheet when I was clicking on it.
My box shows up, but I can't do anything with it.
Wow.
Alright, nothing happens during the night. And when you wake up, the lizard folk are breaking their own camp and setting off into the jungle on their own. Return to the overmap. It has become dawn. Alright, so using the same information from last time, we are traveling to that mine on the map.
Come on, pirates.
And
Come along with us.
traveling for 4 hours the first leg, breaking for 1 hour, and then 4 hours on the second leg. Please place your tokens where you wish to perform your travel activity. Okay, so everybody please make your check.
Boom. You're welcome.
And my first roll of the day that wasn't complete garbage. Incredible, and it only took 3 hours.
Good job, Viv.
I'm still doing garbage.
Knock, don't forget about your Twitch advantage. Oh yeah, by the way, Nomad, I still show Twitch advantage on mine from last week or the week before or something.
Alright. Mr. Bubbles 23, Melian 10, Knocked 15, and Vivacity 25. Alright, you are able to travel a total of 10 miles. Could I get one of you, please, to roll me a d20?
I can do it.
Go for it.
Roll us the dragon.
Maybe this
Do
time.
it.
Maybe this time. Let's go.
That what in the background? Those prices.
Alright, rolling a 1. Nothing happens on the first leg.
Oh my god.
Wow, a 1.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's good.
No,
break.
that's fine.
Yep, that's good. You break for your midday lunch break. Go ahead and consume like half rations, whatever. You can do that at the end. There's water that you're gonna have to take.
We've basically gotten to the point
Yep.
where we ignore water.
Yep.
Nomad. Okay.
Yep, I'm just stating it. Alright. 10 miles, and if everybody could make another check for the second travel leg, please. Mr. Bubbles 20.
And I'm ready with the D20. I'll do the D20.
Alright, Aku 10. Vivacity 20. Knocked 17.
I assume you wanted one.
Yep. So I see that too. And then Melian, could you roll me your check as well?
Next person should roll a 3. Let's just work our way up.
All right, with a 6.
Sorry, Mr. B.
No,
Great.
I mean for the encounter table.
I know.
You rolled
I
a
know.
1 on the encounter, then I rolled a 2.
We're able to
Like the
travel
straight
8
D20.
miles this time. And nothing happens.
Oh, we're almost to the mine.
Yep. But Melian, you spot the mine ahead of everybody else as you are scouting ahead. You see that there is an opening into the mountain at the base of these kobold mountains. And there are 2 buildings that are broken down sitting in front. Do you wish to scout ahead or do you wish to return to the party?
I wish to scout ahead. I want to see if
Okay.
I can see anyone on those buildings.
Can we get our long rest so that Artis and myself
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
can all...
Got that.
Thank you.
I'm over here just prepping my spells for the day.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Did that work?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. All right, Melian, I got you on the map. Do you see yourself? Can't hear you.
Oh shit! I forget that this thing does this. Yes. Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Go ahead and move about freely. Investigate whatever you wish.
Be careful.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds suspicious. Like when you say like, go ahead, investigate. Okay, guys, I found out a better way of working this thing out. I'm dividing my screen in 2, so that I can have a Discord and the Fantasy Grounds open again.
There you go.
Perfect. All right.
I would double check when you have time, Melian. I would double check the settings in sound that allow your microphone to be taken exclusive control over.
Yeah, we'll do. Alright, so I'm just gonna go around. And okay, so I'm already like very close to the buildings, right?
Yeah, I'm actually going to bring you into Whispers. Right?
Oh.
Whispers.
All right, Melian, can you hear me? Oh, you're muted. Can you hear me, Melian? Okay, I will fix that real quick. All right, try now. Depressed. Man, this is new. All right, try now, Melian. That's really weird. Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Awesome.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
so we'll just do this. Yeah, that's new. That must be a new Discord thing. Okay, so anyway, you move up next to this building. It has walls made of closely fitted stone with large windows and a wide, overhanging tile roof. It is now overgrown with vines and creepers, but the structure is still solid.
Okay, gotcha. Does it look like there's been any movement? Like, does the vines look like the doors are clear?
Make me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Skills, perception. Not great.
You see that the door is swollen shut. The wood has expanded. There is no sign of danger. Your senses are not picking anything up.
Okay, I want to see if I can open the door of this one that is. Do I see anything around, like near the edge of the mine?
You do not. There is a little bit of light coming from within. Torchlight.
Oh, okay, so I see torchlight.
Please make me a strength athletics check.
Okay. You say strength?
Strength athletics, yes. You pull on the door, trying to summon all of your strength, and you feel it give just the littlest bit, but it does not open.
Okay, so I guess that would be something, a mystery kind of thing. All right. Do I see any windows or anything like that?
The windows are caked over. Cannot see inside.
Okay, gotcha. You know what? I'm going to wild shape into. Let me see. What can I do here? Because I wanna check on this. All right. You can. All right. I'm going to wild shape as. Oh, I never tried this. I want to wild shape as a baboon.
All right.
No, actually, there's an ape. Does it look better? Yeah, it can climb. It it has good athletics. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna become an ape.
Okay.
And I would like to climb up and see if I can get to that roof.
Okay. I'll put you there or whatever. All right, you are given a Twitch advantage.
Yay! All right, and I do have more strength in this shape, so I would like to try climbing up. And if I see any like windows on my way, I would like to try to open them.
Okay. The windows are not going to open easily. Do you want to break them open? Or would you like to try the door again?
I saw torchlight, right?
Coming from within the cave, yes.
Okay, from within the cave. All right. Um. Okay, I want to try the door again.
Okay, make me a strength athletics check. You try the door again, and you're able to pull it open. You see within, the contents have all rotted. There are ledgers mildewed into slime long ago. Tables and cabinets are covered with creepers, bird droppings, and the bones of small animals. There are some stools as well. This looks like it was an office of sorts.
Okay, gotcha. All right. In that case, I want to go around that building and get just a little bit closer to the cave entrance.
Okay.
Kind of like going around it, like from behind, and try to peek in. It's not through the main street.
All
It's
right,
like going around
go
the
ahead
cave.
and make me a stealth check.
Oh boy. Oh my god. That was not very good.
All right, so you move up a little closer to the entrance. And you see there's an ore cart sitting on the tracks at the entrance to the mine. It is held in place by a block under the wheels. There's also torchlight coming from the right, as the path seems to split in two. Ore cart on the left, torchlight coming from the right. Do not see anything else.
Does the torchlight seem to be moving, like someone is walking with it, or is it static?
It is stationary.
Okay, got it. I don't know how long should I try my luck. Okay, I want to pick, just get a little bit closer of the area where I see the torchlight. I wanna like just take a little closer look at the area with the torchlight.
Okay. Before that happens, you notice movement behind you creeping up out in the jungle. And you look back and you see a small group of dwarves moving towards you. Attempting to be stealthy, but dwarves are certainly not that. There are 4 of them.
Okay. Okay. So they're trying to be stealthy. Does it seem like they know they can see me?
They can see you, yes.
All right. I am booking. I'm gonna act very spooked, like they scared me, and do like a little jumpy thing. Try to look as much as natural as a monkey as possible, and then I'm just gonna book for it.
Okay, give me one moment. As you see that they have spotted you, and they are moving up, before you begin to book it, the one in the front calls out, hold up, lass. Do you continue to run?
What?
He says, hold up, lass. Do you continue to run?
Shoot. Yeah, I'm just gonna book for it. I don't want them to get too close to me.
All right. You take off running. Are you running back into the jungle?
Yes.
All right. So you take off running, and to the protestations of the dwarves, they do not come to attack you. They remain where they are. All right.
Okay, that's good. I go right back.
To the party?
I go right back. But I'm gonna try to be like keeping an ear for them, but just book it right back.
To the mine or the party?
To the party.
Okay. Then let us go back to the party. All right,
Welcome.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Hello, hello. And Melian is back. All right.
As
so
an ape.
you see Melian run back to where you are. As you
Melian or
are
an ape?
traveling, let's see. It would be
Because
probably
we saw the wild shape.
2 hours into your second travel leg when this has kind of happened. She comes back running. You see this ape just charging at you. What do you do?
I go look for any sign whether or not that's Melian or just something else.
Realistically, I'm crafting inside the wagon. I don't see no ape.
Exactly, perfect.
I'm like, Mel, is that you?
I ready my sword.
I'm gonna just stop, put a hand on my chest, like, how dare you just assume any creature that loves me? You're right. I'm just gonna put,
That is
like,
completely lost on Mr. Bubbles.
Mel, you know I appreciate the dramatics more than anybody, but if you don't reveal yourself soon, Mr. B might just kill you.
I'm just gonna drop wild shape.
Okay.
Oh.
Now could I have the image of an ape getting offended like a human and trapped in my mind?
Mr. B, please don't kill me. It's me. Meekins. Loud boy.
Yeah, the moment you dropped your wild shape out, Mr. Bubbles would be like, oh, it's you.
She's like, we're cool, but you're on thin fucking ice.
She was charging at us.
Exactly, that's why she's on thin fucking ice.
Gosh, please don't kill me.
No one's killing you. Except whoever you were running from.
Well, not anymore.
Well, look, I wasn't technically being hunted, but I did find.
Wait, did you say you were getting hunted?
No, I was not being hunted. What I was saying, however, I did find some dwarves near the mine. I found the mine. There's 2 buildings. The buildings didn't look like they're being used, but the mine was. And I saw some dwarves. Stereotypical, I know, but they didn't seem to be mean or like they were trying to go after me. But I didn't trust them. I had to run back. And I don't know if they saw me wild shape or something because they were like less. And I'm like, excuse me, I am full on baboon. I'm a full ape here. So I don't know if they saw me wild shape, but I did not trust them. So I just came running right back.
Good call. Never trust anybody.
Okay.
Not even you guys?
Well, obviously, us is exception, but we've earned your trust. Don't trust anybody that hadn't earned it.
Artis speaks up. What sort of dwarves were they? Were they the albinos? White-skinned? Markings?
Do I remember them?
They were not. They seemed like, the type of dwarves that, you were used to on the Sword Coast. Shield dwarves.
Oh. No, nothing about them was particularly different. Just regular guys.
So they weren't the albino clans. Well then, they must come from out of Chult. Or they must come from Port Nyanzaru. Wonder what they're doing out here.
Well, perhaps we could go ask him.
They didn't seem aggressive, but I was kind of trespassing somewhere and I was alone. And we all remember the last time I did that, right?
Yeah, we don't need a reminder.
You did the right thing, Million. Good on you for coming home.
Alright, but I can guide you guys there.
All right. So after a little bit more time, trudging through the jungle, along with the pirates in tow, Artis and Simber along with you, keeping an eye out to the sides with Vivacity, keeping a good watch on your surroundings, you eventually make it to the base of the Kobold Mountains. And you see the same that Melian seen. So I will put this all on the map.
And the pirates are still with us, right? We like literally are traveling with a horde of pirates behind us.
Yep.
Okay.
Mel is just gonna hide behind Sir Fluffy because she's embarrassed to see them again after she just showed up and dashed like that. So I'm just gonna hide a little bit.
All right. So you make it to Wormheart Mine. And as you enter the vicinity, the dwarves reveal themselves from the brush.
Considering the dwarves, thinking back on it, did the dragon fly more to the northwest from us, to that red on the Chult map, or did we just assume it was the mines this whole time?
This is where you were following it to.
Okay. We followed it. Good.
And the lead dwarf comes out, waving his hand again. Hold on there. He has one arm.
Oh, hey, I hold my arm up. I'm like, me too.
You see a grizzled dwarf, scarred from obvious battle. He is missing one of his arms, his left. He's waving at you with his right arm, and there are some dwarven scouts behind him. These all look like shield dwarves. You do?
Let's identify that humanoid dwarf.
I mean, but we could, yeah.
True.
Oh no, I just accidentally said it out of fantasy grounds.
Nice.
It's embarrassing.
So go ahead and make a history check.
I will when I look back into
Proficient or
fantasy grounds.
only proficient history or not?
I did not say proficient, I said history check. So go ahead and make
but I
it.
have to double check. Knock, don't forget you still have a touch advantage too.
I know I do.
Just reminding you.
You know what? Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and use it because I don't know if I'm going to get to use it any later on. Kind of words that I won't. So go.
You might.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's keeping me from using it. I'm a play hoarder.
Roll. But this was a pretty good roll.
It is a pretty good roll. Yeah, I'll wait.
We're rolling for is it history?
Yep.
I think I might use my advantage now. Because that was not great.
All right, so you all know a little bit about shield dwarves. They're also known as mountain dwarves. and were among the most common of the dwarven peoples. Once the rulers of mighty kingdoms across Faerun, the shield dwarves had since fallen by the wayside after centuries of warfare with their goblinoid enemies. Since then, shield dwarves were less commonly seen throughout Faerun, though during the era of upheaval, the subrace, spurred on by the Thunder Blessing, began to retake an important role in local politics. They were the most common dwarf in the north of Faerun.
And what about the man specifically, the leader?
You have not discovered his name yet.
Oh, that's what I was trying to identify. Because it was all question marks.
How can you learn a person's name if they don't tell you?
I don't know. You let us do identify things. I don't know.
Yeah, that's to identify the creature type, but specific people, gotta talk to them.
I don't have the map up, Nomad. Is there a way to like relink it to me?
Go to your character sheet.
Yep.
Click on your portrait, and then in the middle there is a crosshair. Click on the crosshair.
Thank
on the
you.
picture and tokens window that opens up.
That's really helpful. Appreciate it. Thank you.
What, you don't speak?
I speak. I'm speaking right now. Okay.
That's an interesting thing right there. Though
Hi,
not
nice
sure.
to meet you.
Oh, one of you speaks. Excellent. My name's Hugh Hackenstone. These here are some of my brethren. We are once purveyors of this mine, and I must say I am quite interested in what you be doing here. I see. Oh, you're back. Why'd you run away, lass?
I was just gonna appear from behind Sir Fluffy. Hi.
Man, you must be so embarrassed.
Truth be told, I can't say I blame you. Who knows? Bunch of dwarves creeping up on you. We saw you, didn't know what you were doing. Saw you change into an ape before our very eyes. Wondering what a druid of your kind was doing around here. Just meant to say hello, but of course can't be too careful.
Yes, I had some experiences before that were not very fun or good for my lifespan. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to run off on you guys.
Oh, no need for apologizing. This is Chult. It's a dangerous place. But you can see we are not hostile, and I hope none of you are hostile. You don't look it. You haven't attacked yet.
I'm Alien Cereus. I'm here with my friends. We've been investigating these areas, and Mel's gonna remember that there's like the pirates. And we met some friendly folks around the way. Well, there is a terrible curse taking a hold of this land, and our intent is to prevent it from spreading or reverting its effects.
Yes. We've grown accustomed to knowledge of this curse.
A totally different curse.
It's like we don't have to cross check anything. Just keep it like as a curse.
Just let the pirates over here
Credibility.
yes, we know this curse. Just let the pirates over here talking about them knowing about the curse. Totally lends itself to our credibility.
So, you got some interesting friends there. Kind of like eyeing over at the pirates. I do ask again, what specifically, because I'm not sure how the curse pertains to this area. What specifically are you doing at our mine?
No, hunting a dragon.
That's what I was gonna say, only in Mr. Bubbles' voice.
So you know about Tinder, that bloody bitch.
Oh, she has a name. Oh no. Once you know the name, it's just so bad.
Aye,
but according-
Cinderlord. We liken to call her Tinder, however.
I mean, according to them, she's a bloody bitch. So how cool? How nice could she be?
Exactly. Right, about 40 years ago, she captured it. I was hoping to reclaim it and reopen the mine. And I enlisted some of my brethren. But as you can see, it did not go quite so well. And then he kind of motions over to his missing left arm.
Sounds a lot like another story I've heard before.
Well, we have reason to believe your bloody bitch here is a bearer of a curse, and she must be destroyed.
Please make me a deception check.
Nice.
He looks at you with narrowed eyes. I wasn't aware of that, but even more reason to put her down in the grave.
Oh my god, this curse!
The curse plot line continues. What a great time to roll a 20 today.
So, I gather that be the reason why you're here. You want to take care of this curse by felling Tinder. Is that true?
Indeed it is, and, if we end up felling her, which is definitely the goal here, it'd be pretty beneficial for you, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Then it seems we have a similar cause.
That we do.
Well, there's strength in numbers, as they say, and a dragon's no foe to sneeze at.
As my share of the treasure, I'd like the heart of the mountain.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I think I might be. What be your name, lass?
Vivacity.
Well met, Vivacity. So, you wish to go into the mines and slay the dragon. And that would be mutually beneficial to me and my own. Think we might be able to work out some kind of deal, if you be keen on it.
Indeed I am.
I will tell you all the information I have about these mines, in exchange for you going in and doing a bit of the dirty work. I must say, presently, my battle prowess isn't as great as it once was, though I can still put up a mean fight. However, some of your friends give me an itching in the pants. Don't like the look of them. They might need to stay a little bit behind. And he's kind of looking at the pirates at this.
They can keep their distance, but we travel together. They're on a mission to kill this dragon too. And by the looks of it, we can get all the help. We need all the help we can get.
He pulls on his beard. I need assurances that I'll get me mines back. The folk you'll be traveling with seem like the kind that like to take what they can.
Well, that's easy. If they don't give it back, we kill them.
You are so lucky that Mr. Bubbles doesn't speak.
Right?
We are very aware of that.
Yeah.
This is just my internal monologue.
Exactly. Exactly.
They shouldn't have any business with your mind. If they're if they make any wrong moves, don't worry, I'll talk them out of it. They like me.
Oh, I don't doubt you at all, lass. But that's not what the problem is. You, I like. You speak well with your words, and pretty, nonetheless. But, especially here in the jungles of Chilt, we like having something a bit more substantial. Perhaps one prominent of their own to hold as collateral here on the surface.
What do we do? What's the next step here?
That sounds like more of a conversation for them to, like a negotiation for them to have with the pirates themselves,
Yeah.
not us.
I mean, I could convince one of the pirates to stay behind as collateral.
I mean, that's what they want, right? They don't want the pirates inside their mines.
They want assurance that the pirates aren't going to take it. So maybe I could convince the pirates that, we'll have some more help going forward and destroying the dragon, which they want because they want the curse to be gone. And in exchange, they'll be willing to let somebody stay behind. It's not like they're going to die or anything. They're just going to stay behind.
Can we just tell them the caves are cursed?
But we want most of them to come with us that we can kill the dragon.
Let's do less lying so we don't have to deceive as much.
Yeah, let's just okay.
Lying where it's never a problem.
Whoever the dwarves can get to stay behind can stay behind.
All right, so I'm gonna talk to what's her name, the leader that's in love with me. That's my biggest fan, president of my fan club.
First mate.
Huh?
First mate.
Yeah, the first mate. I'm going to talk to her.
Right.
I'm going to try to convince her that the dwarves will agree to help us find the dragon, the cursed dragon. I will emphasize that it's cursed, by the way, for great effect. But only if we agree to let one of their crew stay behind to ensure that they're not going to take the dragon. I mean, not the dragon, the mine.
All right, so you move back into the little train of pirates that you got following along with you. And Mad Kalita is not far away from her captain. Captain Elok Jaharwan. So you have a little conversation between them. And when you speak to Mad Kalita, Elok steps in. It is my crew you should speak to me.
Very well, then I will. And so I give him the rundown of what's happening, what the dwarves are offering here and what they want. And I do my best to convince him that it is the best course of action if they want to get rid of the curse.
All right. So, Vivacity, you are given a Twitch advantage from Twitch chat.
Let's go, Twitch chat.
Can I inspire her? Not inspire, sorry. Okay, that's your job.
You always inspire me every day.
I would like to guide her.
All right, go ahead and give her guidance.
All right, so what check am I making here? I'm assuming persuasion?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, give me a second. Wait, girl. What did you...
I was reading all the guidance. I thought you had guided me already.
That's all right. Go ahead and
Damn.
roll a d4 and we can add it to that.
Okay. D4.
All right, with a 15, Elok listens to your words. Responds like so. I must say, the curse is one thing, but whenever you see a dragon, there is countless treasures to be counted as well. I did not bring my crew here for only one thing. It must be worth it if we are to lay down our lives.
Now, no one said you couldn't have a share of the treasure. They just want you out of their mind.
Is this so?
I mean, obviously, if you help us fight, you're entitled to your share of the loot. If you're laying down, if you're laying down your lives as long as ours, my life's not any more valuable than you.
Yes,
As
it
long
is.
as we get what is ours, I am fine with this. Mad Kalita will stay on the surface. My first mate should serve as proper collateral. See
Damn.
this dwarf, if that is appeasing to him.
She nods and returns to the dwarf. The first mate of the crew has agreed to stay behind as collateral. Does this please you?
He looks at you with narrowed eyes. One pirate is better than none. What is your estimation of their relationship? Do you think this captain prizes his first mate?
Absolutely, I do. They haven't left each other's side since we departed.
Well, plus he trusted her, or trusted us based on her word. So
I think he trusts her with anything he's got.
Far be it from me to pass judgment on the honor of thieves. This will be amenable to us. Go ahead, send her over. We'll make her nice and comfortable.
All right, so she gives, gets close enough so that the pirates can see. She gives the signal to come on over so that we can get things going.
All right. Mad Kalita moves over to the dwarves. The exchange is made. And he returns to you thus. So, some years ago, came here with more of my shield dwarf brethren. Went in to attempt to root out the evil that's taken residence in there. Tinder, full name of Tindalor, a young red dragon. You've never faced such a creature. You're in for quite a treat. Breathing flames of fire. Tooth and maw, sharp, razor-like. And her claws raking flesh, ripping through steel and chainmail easy as can be. She is a mighty creature, and do not take her lightly. The only thing you might have for you working is that she is still young and not reached her full power, not reached her full maturity.
young.
She also has a mass gathering of kobolds following her. The entire place is probably trapped by now.
Yeah, well, I'm infernal. A little fire never hurt me.
Well be it.
Never bothered you anyway.
I'm like the reverse Elsa. I'm like Elsa.
You're Helsa.
That's what I did. I said I'm reverse Elsa. I'm Elsa.
That's awesome. All right, Noct, you get an inspiration.
Okay.
I gotta give credit where credit's due. She said it. Did say it
she said it?
first.
I didn't
She
catch
said it
that. She's
first.
already got inspiration.
Oh,
It's
that's
okay.
fair.
I stay inspired.
All right.
You can have it. I can delegate that to Not. He's the one that made everybody laugh. I was too quiet.
There also be a couple spirits of me brethren inside. The angry undead, torn from life in Tinder's assault so many years ago. You gotta be careful from them. They be maybe on the first level, up in the northwest corner.
Undead? And Dr. Offbay will kind of like back up a little bit behind Mr. Bubbles.
Aye, specters who rise up, thinking they're still battling the dragon.
Would it be problematic if we were to put them to rest for you?
It would be a kindness, if anything.
Terrific. So slay some ghosts, slay some spirits, slay some kobolds, and then slay a dragon.
Okay.
Mr. Bubbles will be happy.
Yeah. Man, I like how we found out the dragon is a female because my prediction about Viv is becoming more and more true.
Huh?
She will try to romance the dragon.
What? I'm not on some, hey, I'm not on some donkey shit.
No.
Her name is Tender. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh god.
Is there a dragon called Grinder?
Oh my God.
That's the gay dragon.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but Viv's that pussy pirate.
Pussy pirate.
There'll be 3
Let's go.
levels that you can go down. It goes about 200 feet down to my recollection. A cart track winding around the central opening with a bit of mining cave splitting off from the main. Be my idea, Tinder likely lairs at the very bottom.
Dr. Offbay has like paper and a pencil. Could you just like draw a rough idea? Like she'll kind of try to draw based on his description to get like an outline of where we're going. Am I making sense?
Yeah, so the minecrafts wind around, moving down every 50 feet or so on the outside, and there's an opening in the very middle with a middle column of stone rising up. And there's some walkways going across that you can use. Otherwise, there are stairs going down, but the quickest way down would probably be going in a minecart, though I'm not sure. That could be good or bad. I haven't been
Anyone got
far
Featherfall?
down.
Featherfall is probably the quickest way down.
I do have Featherfall.
Boom. Let's go.
They can't work on all the pirates though.
That's what you use all your spell slots on. Like a bunch of people jump one at like what 9 at a time.
I would like to not do that though. I would like to not use that many spell slots.
They like 9 of them jump and you cast Featherfall. 9 more jump and you cast Featherfall.
Okay. Well, if we have directions, we can start heading down. Question mark?
go ahead and move.
Oh, if you know what, I'm stupid. So the minecart we could take. I wonder if we could just have Mr. Bubbles walk it. Like he pushes us in the minecart like little kids.
Can we fit through here?
Yeah.
What's over here?
Probably traps. Be careful, Mr. Bubbles.
Okay.
Keep an eye. Our Dr. Althway's walking around keeping an eye for traps because they said the kobolds probably trapped someplace.
All right. Make me an investigation check, and I will use that to see what you spot, if anything.
I was going to say I'd got her.
Out. And I am also keeping an eye out.
I'll have to keep an eye out too. I'll guide myself.
Nice.
Oh, I see. We can go to the central pillar and, like, just wrap down.
I'm following you guys.
Trying to move a token. There we go.
Monster Fluffy.
All right, give me a moment as I just kind of organize my stuff.
I'm riding on Mr. Bubbles' shoulder. Oop, go.
How sturdy does this bridge look once you're ready?
I can tell you from my perspective, not very.
So I should jump over it.
No, because the other side doesn't look any more sturdy.
We left the fortress outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't bring that in.
Okay, good. I mean, we can go back around the outside, but I just wanted to see what's through the little hole crack in the wall over here, you know?
If it ain't too far, I could carry this. I could carry a doctor. We could both travel over to the central pillar, check it out by air.
Okay.
I'd be amenable to that.
You begin to move into the mines. So, inside the mine, the cave opens into an enormous 250-foot deep pit. There's a stout stone column in the middle to support the roof, and they built a wooden walkway to span the pit from south to north. Despite many broken or missing planks, the walkway is fundamentally solid. Tracks for the ore carts descend around the walls of the pit in a clockwise fashion. You do not spot any traps. Your current location. And as you look out over the area, you see to the right, looking out about 75 feet down, there's a landing with a torch lighting up the area, and you spot 2 small kobolds hiding amongst the crates.
Do they seem to have seen us?
The kobold that you see right here, Kobold 8, is looking up at the tracks.
I really want to throw a javelin at him.
Has not spotted you.
But that would be like outside of range.
You know, if I could cast thaumaturgy on other people, I totally think we could get the dragon's attention by just having bubbles roar 3 times his normal volume.
Yeah.
I would want to announce it.
What do you do?
I think they were going to check out the central pillar, but now there's these things. If I'm throwing a javelin at it, like the javelin, its range is 30/120, so it's 30 feet over, but 75 feet down. Can I just let like gravity help?
I would say that's long range.
Dang. Okay. Then I could reckless though.
That only works on melee attacks.
Oh, you're right.
Would we like me to shoot it? I can shoot it.
Yeah, I can use up my longbow.
I'll get my crossbow out.
All right, go for it.
All right.
We gotta take care of them either way, so.
Would like to try to shoot the kobold.
All right. Dr. O, as you look out over this ledge, peering into the chasm 75 feet below you, discreetly take out your crossbow. You begin lining up a shot on the small kobold form below.
Okay.
This is where we will end our session. And so, thank you so much to all of you out there who have tuned in to listen to our latest tale of the Tavern League. I am your host, Dungeon Master tNomad, playing with this as the Tavern League, having these players. We play every Sunday now at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, switching and rotating between 2 different campaigns. This was the Tomb of Annihilation, and next Sunday we are playing Curse of Strahd with our 3rd campaign. And the weekend after that, on the Sunday, again, 9 a.m. Central, Tomb of Annihilation once again. So make sure to put those on your calendars and tune in when we go live. I also run some other campaigns, Descent into Avernus, which is every other Wednesday. We are not playing this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So mark your calendars, and I hope to see you there. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed our little presentation of this campaign, and I hope to see you when next we go live. But for now, it is time to begin sounding the last call. And as all of our adventurers are lining up at the bar for the final salute, a final tipping of the glass, thank you so much for being here with us. And finish whatever it is that is in your mug. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed our tale. Thank you so much for being here. This has been